How's it going, everyone? We just finished making our first game and we're moving to the second one. It's about frogs. The game is called Samago. It's about 24-hour challenge that resets every day for every player. You compete with the other players in the map that resets every day. The map is randomly generated and it's endless. You get points by the amount of jumps you can make with your frog. And you compete with the ghosts of other players every day. So you can always see like maybe 20 other players who are in the similar league as you. And you compete with their ghosts. You will try to collect power-ups and coins and some stuff that we have not yet invented and get as far as you can on the level. Our artist Miguli has created everything so far and it looks amazing. Me, I've been busy fixing our first game and all of the bugs that came with it, and also my motorcycle. We were demoing the game in an IGDA event in Finland and it got a really good response there. People were very excited about the game. And another separate video will be posted on our channel about that. Now what we have to do is just make the game play well, make the backend, make save system, make everything work really well basically. So what is the purpose of this video? Well, in this video I'm going to attempt to create a save system, a cloud save system to be specific, using Unity Cloud services. Unity Cloud is a cloud platform provided by Unity. And it's completely free to use until a certain point. I have used it previously with good results, and I think it would be a good system to handle cloud save for our game. So, join me on this video where I attempt to create a save system for our upcoming frog game. I started by connecting my project to the Unity Cloud services. For these tasks we are going to need the authentication and cloud save. Unity provides some pretty good documentation for all of these things, so remember to read those if you're doing the same as me. Then let's connect the project to the Unity Cloud and remember to import the packages, authentication and what's it called, the cloud save. And then let's rock and roll. I started by creating a simple authentication script that uses the Unity anonymous login. Here you can see me testing the login. The player ID will be printed in the console, and when I go to Unity Cloud I will see the player ID successfully created here. Next I created a simple save game manager script that saves any value that we want as a key value pair into the Unity Cloud. Okay, so here are the things we need to save for the player. The most important is the player high score. We will save the overall high score and then also the day's high score, which resets every day. Then we need to save all of the player owned items. This includes owned skins, owned costumes and owned trails. Also player owned coins and rubies and which items the player has equipped currently. And then we can save some statistics data such as their wins, their streak, playtimes and their travel distance. First we will try to save the high score and see how that goes. So here you can see me playing the game, and when the death screen happens, the player dies, we will attempt to save the high score, which is the score currently held by the player. We will create an instance of the save game manager that we can call from anywhere. Let's set the key, let's say player score, and then we can save the value when the player dies. And now when we play the game very poorly and then the frog dies and we go back to Unity Cloud, we can see that the high score is saved. I adjusted the script so that it will only save a new value if it's greater than the last one saved. I created a system that saves the daily high score as well as the overall high score, as well as the date of the daily high score. When the player plays again, if the day has changed, a new daily high score will be saved and the old one will be erased. And it's working great! By the way, I strongly suggest taking breaks during long dev sessions and going outside. I went outside for a walk and I was amazed by these beautiful trees and their amazing colors. It's autumn here in Finland where I live right now and the nature is looking just magnificent. Okay, then back to my computer. Next I needed to create a basic inventory system for all the player owned items. I created a simple debug save button, which I can use to perform a manual save to test if all of the attributes are saved into Unity Cloud. And it seems to work great. Next, we will need to combine the inventory system I created and the cloud save with the store system created previously, so that we can show which of these skins the player owns and they can change into a skin they own. Let's start by making all of the buttons gray if the player does not own that specific skin. We will fetch a basic list of IDs of the skins from the player cloud save, which will be shown in the inventory manager object. And as you can see, all the frogs are now as grey as the winter in Finland. To test out the integration between the save system and the store, I manually added 2 skins for the player cloud inventory. I want the player to have the skin ID 3, the red frog, and the skin ID 14, which is my cat Moikku. And now when I press the debug save button, you can see that the correct values are saved into the cloud, the skins ID 3 and 14. Let's load up the game and see if the correct values are loaded into the inventory manager. Yep, that looks correct. And let's open up the store, and perfect. The correct skins are shown in the store. Now we can select the beautiful cat skin and start playing. And that's about it. Now, only thing I have to do is do the same for all the other stuff that needs to be saved. I will now continue on doing that, and I'll be sure to make a new video of the next thing I'm going to implement in our game. Thank you for watching, and if you want to follow our journey on making this frog game and all our other games, please remember to subscribe and like this video. See you on the next one.